Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. Hear that rooster sing, coffee's ready for a fling. Southern Fried has news for you. Updates on life's going on, and maybe a joke or two. Get up, pray up, and coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. We got laughs, we got prayer, celebrate our nation every day. Love our vets, love our land. It's the home of the free and the land of the brave. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. So come on in and have a blast, for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. And get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. So come on in and have a blast, for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome
Good
to the
morning.
Southern Fried Podcast Morning Show, Wednesday Hump Day edition. I'm Rob. This is Dave.
Yes, sir.
So, Dave, you dried out yet?
Oh, there ain't gonna be no drying out for days.
Oh, they look
Massive
horrible,
flooding.
the pictures I've been seeing from up there.
Massive flooding.
Wow.
Water
You-
rescues all over the city. Interstate. Basically, the trucks started coming through Fort Oglethorpe. They had to evacuate apartments, people in their cars. It's bad.
Wow. I saw some pictures where the Battlewood apartments had flooded. Did your house get wet on the inside?
No,
Okay.
thank God.
Yes. Yes.
No, but it would have eventually if it hadn't stopped. There's just nowhere. Cross Street was underwater down at the end of my road. It was like a river. And there were several roads shut down in the region. People had to take many different routes to get to work. So I had to go back to work last night, and people are telling me all their all they had to go through to get home. Some people's homes did get impacted. It's bad. Never seen water across I-24 like that. But
Wow.
it rained 5 to 6 inches in a short amount of time. It started pouring down. It just didn't stop. It never slacked up. I came to the studio and it never stopped raining until not too long before I went back to work.
My goodness. That's crazy. When you get that kind of rainfall coming down and it don't stop and it don't slack up, that's just,
well, it's scary.
Yeah,
because you know how bad it's going to back up. I'm not surprised at the Battlewood. I mean, that's notorious when you get that kind of rain. But we're all a little shocked about 24. I've never seen that, and it was a lake.
Wow. Yeah, that's major interstate right there in Chattanooga. So I mean, yeah, when you start getting your major interstates flooded out, that's not good. Where did it flood out at? Do you know, or somewhere north of?
Well, over there traditionally where it's low, and that's over there close to where. I'm trying to think of that Moore Road just past there, where all the new construction is.
Okay.
That's a low area right there, and there's creeks all around on
Yeah, I
both
know there's
sides.
one low area going toward East Ridge.
Well, East Ridge was basically underwater.
Oh wow.
East Ridge is notorious. I mean, basically East Ridge was almost shut down. I mean, you couldn't get in or out in some areas. It was just that bad.
Wow. Well, I hope everybody up there is safe. You said there were several rescues yesterday?
Oh, they were doing them through the night. I was looking early this morning. There's still people. And water's going to rise in other areas. So people are going to have to make sure they're paying attention. But there was a water rescue of people out of vehicles in the middle of the night. When I left to come back, Walker County was coming with their boats to help at the apartments. There's video on 24 of a policeman getting a woman out of her car. She rode his back over to get to dry ground. And she just had to leave her car. I never seen it like that. I say before they built the levee, which that's early 70s. That's when Kmart flooded. Everybody remembers that. They built that Brainerd levee, which helped a lot. But there's just nowhere for all that water to go.
Wow.
I've never seen Cross Street and my road look like that. I'll say that. And Lakeview Drive, in some areas, the way it looked, I've never seen that.
Because there's quite a few creeks there along Lakeview Drive too.
Yeah, and I've lived here for nearly 60 years, so I just don't ever remember that.
It says worst flooding since 1970. So many years I was up there, I never saw that.
That's what I was saying. I was on the phone with Patriot Mobile. I was switching some phones over, and my granddaughter's phone, she was up in the house. Of course, she didn't want to run out in the rain. It was just, so I had to run out. I had to get a number off her phone. She helped, but there was one thing she wasn't sure of. So I got Soap coming in the studio, Soap going back up there, Soap coming back, Soap leaving the studio to go back to work. I went to work. My pants, the bottom of my pants, I just wore what I had on. I was already wet. I got home last night after 3 hours. Bottom of my pants were still wet last night.
Oh, wow.
When I got home. That's how wet I got. My shoes are still a little bit wet this morning.
In a situation like that, take you a towel, put it in a plastic bag, take you a bar of soap with you. When you're running back and forth to the house, just tell Kaylee to go there. They're in the house. Go ahead and take a bath on the way, dry off when you get there, come back, rinse off good on the way back.
The school's up here on a 2-hour delay today because they definitely, they said the western are, I don't remember if they said the eastern or western side of the county is the worst. And so they want daylight so people can see getting out. I got a feeling there's some places the buses are just not going to be able to run. I'm surprised they didn't cancel school, to be honest.
Yeah, it would seem to me like that would be the safest route.
Because water is still going to rise in different areas as water goes downstream.
Yeah.
So I was shocked. I think 2-hour delay, yeah, but where's the water going to go in that amount of time?
Yeah, up or down.
Yeah, some areas it'll go down some, but other areas it'll be rising.
That amazes me. People don't seem to understand how water works anymore. It's got to go somewhere.
Well, my sister, she was watching all this. She goes, I know it rained a lot, but they must have messed up when they did that reconstruction on the interstate for that to be underwater like that. And I said, Heather, 5 inches of rain or 6 inches of rain that fell within like 2 hours, maybe 3. It's just nowhere for it to go. I mean, we'd already had some rain too, and it's not like we're dried out. I mean, we've had some rain. So, I mean, it just had nowhere to go. It was shocking to her. Like, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, well, when you sit and listen to it rain, it never slacks up. It's pouring down rain. It never slacked. When I was messaging you, I was in the studio on the phone with Patriot Mobile, and the rain never slacked. I was like, this ain't good. I mean, I started getting concerned.
Yeah, for folks that aren't familiar with that area up there, Missionary Ridge is a rather large mountain, and I-24 cuts over it. They have the ridge cut there. But yeah, all that water that runs off that ridge there goes through East Lake and Rossville, East Ridge. It's all got to go somewhere. So you figure the 5 or 6 inches you get in your yard plus the 5 or 6 inches over that 3/4 of a mile to a mile that ridge goes, it's going to run off into everything. My goodness.
Yeah, there were areas of Ringo Road that were underwater. There are areas of Brainerd Road that were underwater.
Wow.
Again, it can only handle so much water.
Yeah.
But then you extend out from there. It wasn't just there. I mean, there's other areas because the whole area was being deluged. So, I mean, there's other areas, probably in Dalton and everywhere else, where there was a lot of massive flooding. It was a pretty widespread storm, and it didn't seem like to me it was moving that fast. Yeah. I think that's what it was, slow moving storm because I kept pulling up the radar, and we just kept being underneath this thing.
Well, a lot of times those storms, like I know down here anyway, I call them pop-ups. They'll start with like a little bitty storm, you'll watch it on the radar. Then all that heat and humidity and hit cold air or cooler air or whatever, and that thing starts expanding right over your head. And it's like, how is this storm ever going to end? And it's just growing right over you. You get that situation, and then it's it's kind of hard to get out from under it.
I do want to give a shout out to Patriot Mobile, which is a sponsor of ours, and what a great company. I was already a customer. I moved all of our phones. I've been just waiting for a time to do that. Got all of our phones moved over. Customer service, excellent. I told them again, patient, helpful, friendly, just encouraging. I saved a bunch of money. I got a multi-phone discount. I got a 15% discount moving all those phones. I paid for the activation. Everything else was waived. I got so much savings, the bill that I owed for my other phone was wiped out for the month of all the discounts I got. So that was nice. And it was a painless transfer. And so shout out to them, great company. And it was nice to say that promo code. We know what it is, right? Cornbread.
And say it with us. Promo code cornbread. Dude,
and the guy got tickled about that. He goes, he said, I like that.
Well, folks, when we talk about swapping over your phone service, we don't, it's not something that we took lightly. As I did it and Dave's done it, it was not something that we took on lightly. I mean, it took me forever to find a phone service that would work down here, and I was pretty happy with mine. But to support this company and to support what they do, the quality of service, the fact that you can call to them and talk to someone that can speak English clearly, the fact that they're willing to say "God bless you" at the end,
which is what he said.
It's amazing. And this is the only Christian phone service company in the country, really. So, and that month off, that free month, sure does help.
It does.
So, hey, if y'all are looking for a phone company, take it from us. Our personal recommendation is Patriot Mobile. And use that promo code Cornbread. You still got to pay your activation and all that. Of course, that's everywhere. That's just part of doing business with the phone. But you get your month's free service. Also.
Well, I got, I paid about $100 for all that, but my savings was 134, 164, or something like that bucks that I saved with the discounts and everything and the free month and all that. It was well over $100 that I saved at that moment. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So if you have multiple lines, you get bigger discounts.
You do.
Okay. So I just have one. So one.
I think it's if you have two phones, it's like a 10% discount. If you go three or more, it's 15%. So
Okay.
it starts multiplying. So very nice.
I just don't know if I need two phone lines.
Well, I've got my wife, I've got the granddaughter, and I do a backup in the studio for the business, and so.
Well, Chuck will need to be using the phone a lot more before I order in another line. I'm not saying that he won't.
Well, Chuck's enjoying unfettered access to the bedroom. I sent $5. I think others are going to send some money. So the promo code Chuck with ARA is live and active.
Oh yeah, and she made sure to send me a text yesterday, let me know. Oh, we got $5 in for Chuck. Thanks, Dave. And I told her, I said, I'm never gonna get this cat out of my bedroom now. She said, no. She said, you never will. We'll try. I'm going to try. If y'all slip up, I'm going to try to get it. And I'm not going to say nothing. We'll continue to promote the fundraiser for ARA. But if it ever stops coming in, I'm not saying a word to nobody. I'm just going to start working this little orange honey right on back out of there. I love my kitty cat, but I love having my bed to sleep in at night. Y'all just don't realize that little knucklehead. I'm getting scratches on my belly. He gets up there and he pokes a hole in my belly. I start to deflate. Oh, it's bad. It's all right though. It's all right. Throw my arm over him and he just. If you've ever had a 20-pound cat walk over your head in the middle of the night, number one, it's not light. Number two, it's not quiet because all you hear is, that's all you can hear.
Yes,
no,
Michael.
I haven't heard about this. What is going on with that?
They do, he likes the those fights they do,
Oh, okay.
He goes to them, It's popular. It's I'm not into it, but there's a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
He comes walking in with their walk-in music, and all the fans go crazy.
Oh, the MMA fights, aren't they fun?
I'm not into all that, but I like watching the video of him walking in, but I've never really ever been into boxing or MMA or any of that. I can take it or leave it. It's just not my thing.
I love it. I love it. Uh, you know, they still got rules, but it's, you know.
They're not too worried about that. They're happy. And I'm not really sure. I'm just as I'm saying this for me. This whole thing about the DC area, and I don't know. I'm not really sure about that right now. I understand that, but it's not the only area in the country that we have a lot of violence or have violence or whatever. And I get making the area safe, and absolutely, but I'm just not sure on this one. I'm just not. The imagery of it is, I don't know. I would just say that I'm leaving my open mind on this. The imagery is not good for me. I'm a little bit concerned about what that looks like right now. I mean, sometimes you can push out too far on some things. We're tackling a lot of stuff as an administration right now, and I'm just not sure on that one. For me, I'm saying for me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. I want a little bit of clarification of where this is going and what does this mean?
Well, there's a couple.
I mean, it looks like the takeover of an American city militarily, and I don't know how I feel about that right now.
That was one of the things I had put up. I do have some rather strong opinions on this. You know, they asked the police chief there in DC, can you tell us what the chain of command is now? And the police chief responded with, what does that mean? And this is the person that's leading. This is the police chief in Washington, D.C. Can you tell us what the chain of command is now? What does that mean? She don't even know her chain of command? Come on. So to me, that's like, that's cringeworthy right there. And maybe she was nervous.
It could be in another way. It could be, are we talking about civilian? Are we talking about federal? Or are we talking about military? I mean, what does this mean right now with what's going on? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, if something needs to be done, I mean, you can't ignore it. It doesn't go away. We've seen that in how many other liberal cities all across the country. If you ignore it, it doesn't go away.
I didn't ever use the word ignore. I'm just saying, What does it mean when you're moving in military into American City? It's dicey. I'll just say this. This has
it looks
the imagery is bad, is what I said. It may be fine. It could go off the rails is my concern.
My other concern is this. Liberals have these liberally run cities have notoriously ignored issues like that. And then all of a sudden it gets to a point where it blows up. Look at the George Floyd, look at the BLM, look at all this other crap that's gone on where we've just let it go. Let's put a stop to it. You know, try this one time. If it works, great. I know we got other cities out there. If it doesn't, then back up 10 and punt. But you got to try something. But yeah, the imagery on it is very bad. But
well, it's the whole idea of using military. That causes a lot of. Well, there are limitations there. It just has to look. It can be made to look even worse. Obviously, they're going to do that. It just has that look of almost like some country out there with a dictator, using the military to hold on to, clamp down on power. I mean, it's just the imagery is. Yeah. And why now? I mean, I just feel like there's some undercurrent going on. Either there's, good morning, Miss Elizabeth.
Good morning.
Is there something coming that we got to get prepared for, and this is the smoke screen for it? That's where I'm going. because you're not going just because you roll in some military, you're not going to stop all the violence or whatever. But what's going on? I just feel like my gut tells me there's something else going on.
I feel like, if you can't even go and safely go and visit your nation's capital, the capital, without these kind of fears, I mean, come on.
Yes, broski, and that's where I'm going. There's a yin and there's a yang, and we cheer when it's our home team. When the road team takes hold of it, what's going to happen here? I'm just saying. I'm just concerned. That's not us saying I'm against. It's saying I have reservations. I want to. Where's this going? Where's it leading?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fear would be, what if that doesn't happen? Just saying.
Yeah, I believe it. I hadn't seen yet Trump has the gaffes just like everybody else. I'm sorry, nobody else. Everybody else has gaffes. The media, according to the media, that Trump just lies. Everybody else has gaffes, but I don't think he would hang on to that control. But we'll see. I mean, time will tell that out. So
I just sometimes, I try to pull back to a bigger view and get away from what's being said and what could be happening. And I honestly don't think this has anything to do with the violence in the city. My opinion. This is Dave's opinion. I think there's something fixing to happen, and this is preparatory for that. My gut just tells me there's more to this than this story. Not saying it's not true. Not saying it couldn't be used for that means. I think there's something coming that it's a preparatory for that, and that's the smoke screen to do it. I may be dead wrong, but my gut has done me well throughout my life, and you just got to listen to that small, still voice. And this, I don't know, I have an uneasy feeling about it, but I'm not trashing it. I'm saying I have reservations about it. Waiting and seeing.
Okay.
There may be things going on threat-wise we don't even know about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking even Republican, Democrat, left, right. I'm saying there's something deeper than this, than just that. I just don't buy it. It's just my BS factor alarm goes off, and it just says, wow. Wow. I mean, it's like, there's something more going on here than just violence. It looks like a city that could be taken on lockdown if they had to, and they're bringing in the muscle to do it.
Well, I mean, they also enacted some other stuff to where these teens that are out doing a lot of these crimes and stuff can actually be charged. I mean, it's not just one or two things that they're doing, but they're bringing in the city the size of DC, 800 National Guardsmen. What's that going to do? And where are they going to be? Are they going to be at our federal monuments, protecting those and the people that are there to visit that? I mean, we don't exactly know how they're planning on using them. Let's see how it goes out. I mean, if they've got National Guardsmen out there with their assault rifles walking up and down the streets, that's one thing. If they're defending our federal monuments and stuff like that in those areas and clearing those out where it's federal land, that would be, if people want to go and see that, it will make it safer for them. How many monuments are there in D.C.?
But why now? Again, I have a lot of questions. Why now? What's the threat? Why do you think those monuments are under threat? And is that the totality of it, or is it a monument that you're really concerned about? I don't know. I just
I
got
don't think it's the
questions.
monuments they're worried about. I think it's the people that are going there. You know, I don't know.
If
I'm
it's
not,
that bad, if it's that bad, tourists ain't going to go. That would push tourists to stay away if they feel like they're going to be walking into a militarized zone. I don't know, man. It seems weird to me. I
there's a
just
lot of
don't know.
stuff about this that is out there.
I just feel like this is phase one of a phase two, a phase three of something's going on, and it's like, okay, phase one, let's move these things into assets into place. Violence, protection. I don't know, but I believe the president when he said it's a bumpy ride ahead.
Another thing too that we have to look at as well. You know, when we had the fires and stuff from the George Floyd and all that, from BLM showing their butts, at that time we had mostly liberals in charge, and people said, "Oh, it's just isolated cases. There's not much to it. It's mostly peaceful." You know, and the Republicans definitely want to distance themselves from that too. No, it's not peaceful. Let's get in there and fix it. So that could be something too, because we darn sure don't want to be on that side of the card.
Here's one thought I have. If you are going to start arresting some people federally, it may be to seriously protect against a mass attack on the city and against him and his administration and be at the ready, because it's going to be a huge upheaval depending on who's arrested and what happens. But did they come to your city? Is Charlotte being militarily protected more now? I get it. Our cities are in trouble. But are they coming to Charlotte, or is this just there? I think we're headed for something bad. I hope not.
I don't necessarily think that's the case. I mean, I understand that, and you may be right. You know, this is, you know, you've got your opinion on this, and here's mine, and I don't necessarily think you're wrong. You know, but how dumb does that make us look as a nation if the police chief don't even know what the chain of command is? Whether it's local, federal, state, whatever, she should know the chain of command. You know,
I get everything you're saying, broski. My gut still tells me there's more here to this than that. Them politicians have been running by all this for decades. They don't care. I get President Trump goes by a beat of a different drum, but in his first term, he went by all that stuff and never said a word. Why now? Why? I got a lot of whys. I get everything y'all say is truth. I get that, but I still have that little tinge in my gut that says something bigger's going on.
that's going to be one of those things. And I mean, time will tell.
I don't have a clue. If it's fine, it's fine. I'll say, great job. But if you're talking about, is there a concern of a race war? Is there a concern of agents are fixing to be released in this nation, and they've got intel that there may be fixing to be a real attack in the Capitol? They're concerned about terrorism. I mean, I get it. They're not always going to tell the American people the threat. They hear the threats every day. It's weird to me. It has a weird feeling, like there's something deeper going on. It could be just my own concerns.
Yeah. No.
But I'm saying, Michael, they didn't come in day one doing that. If they was that worried about it, wouldn't that been part of day one executive action? And why now?
Well, there have been several attacks on people that work for the Republican Party as well. You know, you had that kid that got beat, slapped down to nothing, had one shot. You know, there's a lot going on there, and I'm not even saying that it doesn't need to be done. I think it does, but it's a bad look. It is, like you said, it looks weird because nobody's done anything about it, and all of a sudden it's an issue that we have to fix. And this is the way that we want to do it. We don't want to get accused of putting jackboots on the street, which is what the Democrats are going to holler. And we don't even know where these guys are going to be deployed. You know, I'm kind of a hold my breath, wait and see. And I hope that they're planning on putting around federal monuments and stuff to keep people safe there and not have them walking up and down the street with rifles and everything.
You see, there's just a fine line between order and chaos, a fine line.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the might that we have and all the power that we have, you cannot stop a mass group of people without major bloodshed. And if that was to happen, you'll never go back to what you were. You have to be very careful how you handle something like this. Very careful. Once the bloodletting begins, you've got something bad, and it rolls out into something worse. And you don't want that across the country. I can tell you, I've got friends from Eastern Europe, and for months, really a couple of years, they've been concerned about the imagery, the things they hear, and they said everything we see and everything we hear is what we experienced in our own country before all hell broke loose, and we don't want to see it happen again. That's what they tell me. They're American citizens now. They had to leave their country because it was hell. Concentration camps, mass graves, neighbor turning against neighbor. And that's what they tell me. They say, this scares the hell out of us. And I'm using their words. And I listen to that. And I'm like, well, okay. I think, that's your perspective is obviously you've lived through something I have not. And they say, we just need to tamp down on this. Yes, we got to deal with stuff, but it's really easy for this to get out of control. And then who's the good guy and who's the bad guy? That's the thing. It was hard to determine sometimes who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, who's the white hat, who's the black hat. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not debating with you, broski. I'm just saying this is my fear. But I'm telling you, if you start rolling through the cities and you start, as y'all say, making it happen, get ready for hell. So just be ready. That's all I'm saying. And we may have to go through hell to get to the better. I get it. But if that's where we're at, this ain't some little operation. This is serious business. Like I say, war always sounds, and that we're talking about a war. War always sounds like the thing to do until the body bags start rolling in. I don't know. You can call me an alarmist. I don't care. I'm saying my gut tells me it just feels weird to me. It feels weird.
No.
I didn't say he was.
Yeah. Well, y'all, while you're getting up, praying up, coffeeing up, let us recommend some Southern Fried Podcast coffee, because we do have plenty of that. Um, and I'm not trying to steer off any topic or anybody else. I just want to put a plug in for Southern Fried Podcast coffee. I'll be ordering me some more. The pecan pie is great. If you like nice nutty flavored coffee and a little touch of caramel, oh, it's good. So, yeah, you'd be awfully happy this morning having you some. I'd be happy if my cup was full. Now I'll take what I got, a little sip at the bottom. You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can look at this, and there's a lot of different ways that it can be taken. And nobody is exactly sure what's going to happen. Nobody's saying that, oh, it's going to mean this, it's going to mean that. I see here that Chattanooga got 6.42 inches of rain. It was a record breaker for you guys, and did it in a very short amount of time. So,
among today's birthdays, Fidel Castro was born this day, as well as Annie Oakley.
Oh, that's a combination. I mean, Annie Castro or Fidel Oakley. I wonder if they were. There's also, sorry, there's a couple other stories that came out this morning. That was that's the biggie right there, because it can totally affect this country. Broski, I go say this. We're not singling out anybody or any group of people. I'm not. I'm not, because it takes all kinds, and that kind of thinking tends to put a bent on everybody like that, and I'm not going to do it. So,
your Bible verse of the day, 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now about a faith, hope, charity, and these three, but the greatest of these is charity, which means obviously love. Amen.
Amen.
Shout out city, West Monroe, Louisiana. Louisiana. The home of Uncle Si.
Good morning, Kim. Kim's Coffee Talk. How are you doing today? Y'all make sure to get over
How
and
you
give her
doing,
some love
Kim?
this morning.
Thank you, Miss Kim. Yeah, I know you're in Woodstock. I don't know if y'all got any rain, but boy, we definitely got hammered. Scary moments. Thank you for stopping in. And you are the best morning show on Rumble. I'll say it. You're awesome. Folks, if you want to get woke up and dancing and singing, Kim's Coffee Talk. She's the bomb. I mean, me and Rob, we try, but we can't sing and dance, and we don't have the groove that Miss Kim has.
Now
We
look,
just can't do it.
let me go ahead and say it. I can sing and I can dance, but you
Yeah, but
probably
it's
don't
not
want to
very
hear
good.
that. You don't want to hear me see me do that. So,
It's not very good for either of us.
I was told one time that every time I sing, fairy loses its wings and crashes to the ground and dies in a pulpy, bloody mess, and that would hurt my feeling. Oh.
You would rather hear Chuck singing than us.
But I'll tell you what, by golly, we can talk on here. And we go get our propane and our propane accessories, and we can get going there. Hmm. I'm having to bite my lip.
And Chuck gets the privilege of inviting his cat friend in as well.
Well,
So
you can't keep one out.
it's a twofer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you know, Chuck is not a very subtle cat. He only has one eye. His depth perception is all shot and screwed up. So in the middle of the night, you know, he decides he wants to be on the other side of me. Okay. And Chuck is not a graceful stepper. He's a stomper. And where do you think he has to cross me? Right across my midriff here, just below the belt line. I got 20 pounds of weight being stomped down on me as he goes across to the other side, and I'm sleeping on my back, and I'm not happy. And I'm wide awake real quick. And he's like, let's see if I do it. What? What's your problem, dude? I'm just walking here. I'm walking here. Hey. Oh, gosh. Oh.
I love it.
No, Miss Elizabeth, this is not a laughing matter here. This is not. And you would, Miss Janet, and all you folks out there that still go back and go, we're going to give another $50. You know, hey, it's going to a good cause. It's going to support Animal Rescue Alliance. And I'll go ahead and let everybody know. I mean, we want to keep, just as I know, mine go across my chest, shaking my head. Well, I'm having to do this because, but it's for a good cause, for Animal Rescue Alliance, No Kill Animal Shelter. The donations help them out immensely, and for each dollar that they get, that's another night that Chuck gets to stay in the bedroom. Stomping thing. Still laughing.
Patriotic believer, how you doing?
Good morning. You know, and therein, or patriotic believer, therein lies the difference between cats and dogs. Okay. You feed a dog, you clean up his messes, you give him water, you take him to the vet, and he looks at you and he's like, oh, master. Cats are the exact opposite. You do all that for a cat and they go, oh, slave. Oh, serve me. But they are fun. We are doing great, sir. Happy to be here this morning. We got a lot of stuff going on, especially up Dave's going to have to put on his skis to get to work today because of all the flooding up there in his area.
By the way, tonight on Hump Day, I don't know if it'll be during event or during Hump Day. We'll probably do it during Hump Day for all you cat lovers and Christians. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why it's okay for Christians to hate cats. That ought to get some.
You gonna get some stuff stirred up, but you don't want stirred up. I guarantee you, Jennifer be up there landing on your head. She's already warming up.
Tune in tonight, and then you can vent afterwards. We'll do it during Hump Day, and then in the vent you can vent against it.
And she's already warming up, ready to come up there and land right smack dab in the middle of your head. You ever seen an old wet beady hen? Is trying to keep her chicks dry, and you go out there and mess with her, she's gonna land right on your head, dude. Wings.
Good morning,
flapping.
Reality Girl 1830. God bless you this morning.
Right on your head, wings.
I love it. You got all day to think about it. 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, after the welcomes and whatever's. 10 reasons why it's okay for Christians to hate cats.
Chicken feet curled up into your hair on the side of your head, and then wings just flogging the snot out of you. You'll see. Lock your dog and wife in the trunk. Drive to the next town. Open it up and see which one is happy to see you. Bye.
Yeah.
Patriotic believer. There you go.
Oh, broski, we're going to be in trouble tonight.
Dennis laughing. Oh, there's Steve. He said, we should do a sister episode. 10 reasons why it's absolutely unacceptable for Christians to hate dogs. Then we should do a cousin episode. 10 reasons why not to use an easy bake oven as a forge.
Oh!
I did love that song, Steve. We have got to find a way to get that transferred over and put up.
He's just got to send it as a file. He can email that to me. We could do that. Not the link. Just download it and send it as an attachment in an email. We can do it. I do it all the time. It'll be fine.
There's people down here that really, really like that one, Steve.
We'll put that up on the radio station.
Absolutely. He said, I thought you'd like that. Laugh out loud. I'll try to email it to you. But I have
It'll work. I
do
it all the time, man. I do it all the time. And that file is not even as big as some of them. It's a little shorter. It'd be fine.
Cool.
I do it all the time, man. Oh. There was a guy I know his mom. They go to a church with my sister, his mom does. And he's went there before, but he was telling me on the Steve. He said his mama, he had to go by her house. He said water was coming in her basement. I bet mama was upset. You got to get over here. Water's coming in.
Well,
they say there's a lot of debris on the interstates now after the water has receded some. The interstate is open. The radio station or the TV station just released a little statement. The interstates are open, but there's a lot of debris. This water washed a lot of crap. And so I said, be careful. Be careful.
In fact, all you folks out there getting early start, it still isn't very bright out there. Y'all be careful this morning getting into work. If you don't know how deep it is, don't try to drive across it. I don't care how big your vehicle is or how bad you think it is. Don't try to cross it. You know, if you don't know how deep it is, stay out. Be safe, be smart, get there safe. We know you grown ups. We know you're going to work one way or the other. Just be safe and be smart. Don't kill yourself getting there or hurt yourself.
I have a theory that when bad weather comes, more people go out. It's amazing how many people are out running around when it's like that.
Because you want to see it. You're curious. And there's always something that you feel like you just got to go get right now. Oh, we can't survive without a can of pork and beans. So here you go, run out, get your car, and go get a can of pork and beans. And come back. Now, I mean, real pork and beans, kind of with fat in it. And but but you're curious. You want to go out there. You want to see how high the water's getting. You want to see how deep the snow is. You want to see where the tornado went through. You remember years ago when the tornado went through Ringo and all up in that area? And then for months afterward.
Enough said.
Yeah.
You're one of those people, Steve.
Oh,
when they say, "Hey, folks, stay home. Don't get out unless you have to." Steve's out here head banging.
Yeah, looks like Wayne and Garth going down the road.
With these Barry Manilow tape playing.
Yeah, because y'all know that Steve, the Celtic blacksmith, loves Barry Manilow. The only thing that he likes better than Barry Manilow is Kenny G on it. Oh,
Coca Cabana, baby.
No, he likes Kenny G too.
Kenny G.
He said every time Kenny G plays his clarinet, his heart melts.
If Steve was listening to Kenny G, I'll just say he rolled more than steel in his shop. That's what I'll say.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I gotta throw this up here.
Thank you, Jake. If you did something to help the advancement of the Southern Fried Podcast, we tip our hat to you.
Yeah. We know you like Manilow and Kenny G. We know this. I mean, this is not a shocker to us. I mean, we've known you we've been back and forth on this podcast thing for a while now, and we know that you like Manilow and Kenny G. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's smooth tunage for you. That's how you get all the ladies. That's how you get your milkshake shaking. Brings all the girls to you. What?
I'm going to put something up on the screen real quick. Take me just a second.
All right. Patriot Believer says this was the funniest cat story I've ever heard. It's one of his friends. So there's the link up there. Y'all can check it out.
Just a second. This is for Steve. I'm trying to get him before he has to go fire up the machine.
Okay. Jake says, Rob loved Kenny G. Oh, Lord, we're in the twilight zone. Oh, I wouldn't say I love Kenny G. I'll say Steve does. I think you and Steve have a lot in common. I mean, y'all look alike. Y'all both have dark long hair, and, in shape and all that kind of stuff. Y'all look a lot alike. Y'all definitely resemble.
Now, hang on.
Now you just heard me say I don't like Kenny G that much. So yeah, no, at all. We're in the Twilight Zone. God help us. We're not in a Twilight Zone. You and Steve, y'all look just alike. That's what's scary, is how much y'all resemble. And y'all both like Kenny G. I bet you love Barry Manilow too. Or Jake. Mm. All right, you go out here and get this thing done because I'm out of coffee.
You can hold on a minute. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. It ain't the first time you've been out of coffee. It won't be the last.
Jake, I have no doubt that you're a Conway Twitty person. A Twitty.
What did you just say?
Jake says he's a Conway Twitty type person.
I almost forgot about this. Let me pull it up into the stream. I'd heard there's a big trend going on in the world, and I didn't know if Steve had heard about it.
Steve, it's early, and I'm out of coffee. There's no telling what will come out of my mouth. I may have. I intended to say Twitty, but I may have. I don't know.
I heard something. I don't know what I heard.
It was probably Twitty.
That's not what I heard.
Titty. Huh?
That's not what I heard.
Did you hear Titty too?
I did.
Oh. Well, last thing we want to do here on the Southern Fried Podcast, first thing in the morning, if you guys don't follow these guys, you should. We will check them out.
All right. I heard there's a big trend for people in the world that they're kind of going back to like being kids, and as adults, they feel like that it calms them. I just want to know if Steve, based on this recommendation, would revert back to his baby years, because they say adults are now, they're selling adult pacifiers by the droves. And so I looked into it, and here's what I found. I just wondered if Steve might want to go get a pacifier now.
Exactly where that's going. You know exactly where that's going, where he's going to take it. You know this.
That's why I waited till the end of the show.
We'll do a patriotic believer. We will listen to that, and I've got them saved over here. I'm going to look at them here in a minute. Steve says, "Hold up, what was that?" Y'all think Titty was bad? He's. You know exactly where this is going, and there ain't no doubt.
Have a great day, Steve.
Yes, Steve. Yeah, hold that mental image in your head all day. I know, and he knows it too. Yeah.
That might be a new song.
Take me to the river. No, Jake, we will not be putting a new clip up of that. Whatever's going through, no. Hey, y'all have a great, wonderful day. Steve, keep that thought in your brain all day. For those of you who joined in with us this morning, Patriotic Believer, Jeneth, Jake Broski, Celtic Blacksmith, Jeneth, Miss Elizabeth. Oh, y'all don't forget, we got the lunchtime show today with myself and Miss Elizabeth. Who am I missing? Shout outs to everybody that joined in with us. How about that?
Kim's Coffee Talk.
Yo, Kim's Coffee Talk. That was another one. So, hey, y'all have a great, wonderful day.
Yeah, Jake sent us something. I'll have to preview it for tonight. Tonight, 8 p.m., Hump Day Views.
Yes.
10 reasons why it's okay for Christians to hate cats. You're calling the wrong guy out, Jake.
He always blames it on me. Always. Every time he blames it on me.
I fix all that. So yeah.
You go on and listen to Conway Titty.
Hey,
we're gonna have a great day.
just go back to bed over in Mississippi.
Yeah. Let Conway Titty lullaby you off to sleep. We will see y'all at lunchtime and then tonight. Hey, y'all have a great day. Big old salute. God bless you, and we will see you soon. Dave, you got anything else?
Nope. Love
Be
you
careful.
all. Appreciate you.
Love you too, Jake. Hey, be careful out there. You got a rough area to go through this morning. Be careful. Dave.
Nah, I'm good. It's a straight shot
On the car?
my house through the battlefield to the plant. So I should be
There you
good.
go.
Unless a tree fell, I'm good.
All right. Well, God bless y'all, and we will see you at lunchtime and then at 8 o'clock tonight. Have a good one.
Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right.